So at the beginning of today's passage, 5 tribes have been allotted their territory and have claimed it, at least partially. This reads as if Judah, Ephraim, and Manasseh had chosen their territory by conquering it, or at least half the tribe of Manasseh. Um, Now, having read the chapters before today's, it is clear that to some degree Ephraim and Manasseh had limits on the territory they could make their own, because they requested Joshua to be given more territory, because they were having trouble conquering all of the territory they had been given. I'll be perfectly honest, I do not understand exactly what the writer is trying to tell us happened relative to the territory being assigned on that. However, we are seeing that the other 7 tribes were delayed in actually claiming their territory. And there are a few things that I do understand, which I want to highlight out of today's passage, because they shed some light on how we should understand what happens later in the Old Testament. First, the territory claimed by the tribe of Benjamin is between the territories of Judah and of Ephraim. It also includes Jerusalem, which is later claimed by King David as his capital and conquered by him, not by the tribe of Benjamin. Next, the territory given to Simeon to claim was carved out from within the territory which the tribe of Judah had already claimed, which means that later, when the United Kingdom of Israel was divided, most, if not all, the land of the tribe of Simeon would have been in the southern kingdom. Finally, the tribe of Dan initially claimed territory given to them by Joshua, but they later lost that land and claimed other territory for themselves, something we see going on toward the end of the book of Judges. It is not clear to me if Dan lost its territory to foreigners or if they lost it to members of other tribes of other tribes of Israel. Not sure it matters, but just curious. And I'm sure someone who has a better understanding of the map of of this, where these territories were, could offer some insight on that. And I find all this somewhat interesting. But if I was not committed to writing a blog on this passage, I doubt I would read today's passage close enough to have noticed these things.